I first learned about this community when I was in graduate school. In fact, I did my master's thesis on new urbanism, which is a concept and an idea that sprung from this area. This idea that we shouldn't be isolated in our communities. We should be connected to our neighbors. That resonated with me deeply. It immediately sounded like a place that I wanted to raise a family. I had a very specific vision for this house. Obviously, I wanted to be as visually connected to the outside as possible. And I needed a partner on this who could meet all the obstacles I was going to have to throw at them. I needed windows and doors that were going to really afford me that opportunity to see outside, but I also needed them to be impact resistant. I needed them to be able to withstand the hurricane standards that we have to have down here in Florida. If you're gonna build down here, you have to build for these conditions. You have to build to last. You have to do it right the first time. But I also needed them to be proportioned correctly for the Rosemary Beach Town Architect review process. And frankly, I wanted them proportioned a very specific way so that I could design a home that was sensitive to the area. So for me, years of experience working with Marvin, I automatically knew that they were the right company to go to for this very specific project. Everybody knows I'm a pretty demanding designer. I have a very specific vision of how I see people living in a space, and never once in all the years that I've worked with Marvin has there ever been a peep of, I don't know if we can do that, or I don't know if that can happen. It's a company, frankly, that thrives on a challenge. They love to be able to tackle amazing things because that's what they've sort of made their name on, this ability to say, yes, we can do that, and yes, we can do it well. The exterior finish, I mean, it is virtually maintenance-free. I also love the fact that the hardware itself is designed to resist rusting, to resist corrosion. I love, of course, the huge multi-slide, which gives you this big expanse and this ability to be virtually just connected outside with nothing between you and the beautiful Gulf. But we also had some requirements that I think people would look at and think, oh, that was probably easy to fulfill, but they weren't. For example, on the first floor, we have these 2 bedrooms that required point of egress, and I gave Marvin this list of about 7 requirements, and I thought for sure they would say, no, can't be done. But of course they said, yeah, we'll figure it out, and they did. We have these great hybrid/window doors that look like windows from the outside, because you don't have any exposed hardware, but from the inside you have a typical door handle that will allow you to get out in case there's a fire. We took this home, which felt very dated, which felt very old, and which had more of a classic feel, and freshened it up. We really used the windows and doors as a way to give it a little more of a contemporary spin, to clean it up a little bit, to open it up, to brighten it up. And I spent a huge part of my life working on other people's homes, really helping to transform their houses into true homes. That's what I want for me too. You know, when I'm not working, that precious time needs to be spent with my family. Invest in things that are going to last. For me, that is a huge component of why Marvin Windows and Doors was the go-to for this project. I want to enjoy my time here with family and friends, and having windows and doors that I know are going to last is something that I know is going to make that possible.